Hello everyone, this is ZilvzyneZilvtor, and we are about to embark on the journey of the level 65 Summoner quest. Now, before we get started, I want to quickly go over the Summoner abilities that we've collected since the last time we did a video. So, we left off at level 63, and now we're at level 65, and we got two new abilities. One was Rune 4, and this other one we got is called Aether Pact. And Aether Pact orders pet to execute devotion. Party member must be within 30 yalms of the pet. So, devotion, we gotta figure out what devotion is, right? So, here is devotion. So, devotion increases attack potency and healing potency of the closest party member within a 30 yalm radius by 5%. Also reduces damage taken by that party member by 5%. Duration 15 seconds. So what this does is it basically acts as a healing, well, not like a healing and attack buff to a party member. So they can DPS more, and any healing they receive is larger by 5%, and also reduces any damage that they take by 5%, and it's good for 15 seconds. So this ability would be really good for melee, because melee, since they're up close and personal along with the tank, or even a tank as well, but melee mainly because they're squishier, you know, this would probably save their ass at a pinch. But you have to be close-ish for it to work. So that's how devotion works. And then we've got Rune 4. So, Rune 4, since I've had the pleasure of being able to play with this, so basically Rune 4 procs whenever your pet does anything attacking wise. Any ability, whatever, it has a chance of proccing. So what I've done with my rotation, as you can tell, I have Ruby Carbuncle, aka Sephirot, because my edgies are glamoured. So I have Sephirot in a sense out, because Sephirot procs Rune 4 the most compared to Garuda and Titan. So what I've done is, during my rotation, if I am in between burst damage of using my Aether Flow, like I'm waiting for my Aether Flow to come off cooldown, if I'm already using Rune 4, or I'm sorry, I said Rune 4 because it's on my 4th button. If I'm already using Rune, and then when Rune 4 procs, I'll just use it from 4, from the first rune. If I'm in my Dreadworm trance and I'm spamming Rune 3 and Rune 4 procs, well, guess what? That's where I'll be using it. And then Deathflare. So basically, at this point, your runes are basically damage fillers after you apply your dots, and you're, waiting for your burst damage. So, I mean, for your burst damage, that rotation still applies, where if it's a group of mobs, you're going to hit your Bane, and I do Fester and Pain Flare, and then Dreadworm Stance, Rune 3 until about 4 to 5 seconds. I like to give myself a little bit of leeway in case I need to get out of the AoE. And then I will hit Deathflare. And if it's also an AoE thing, Shadow Flare gets tossed in there. But I'm still aggravated with the way Summoner AoE works. It's very obvious that that it got nerfed. And if tanks do, it's what's really, really frustrating is because tanks still like to do very large pools, and the more mobs you have tanks, the less effective Bane is when you have a summoner in the group. So if you expect those mobs to go down fast, don't do chain pools where you have 8 to 10 mobs in a group, because guess what? After the 4th mob, it's fucking useless. Bane is useless because look, potency is reduced by 20% for the second enemy, 40% for the third, 60% for the fourth, and 80% for all remaining enemies. So tanks, you get irritated that you do large pulls and then your group can't AoE him down and it takes forever to kill anything. That is why. Bane is why it takes forever to kill anything. Even with Shadow Flare got its reduction. It used to last for 30 seconds, now it's 15. Oh, and it's on a 1-minute cooldown. Sure, it's instant cast, but I could have swift casted that shit, which is what I used to do. So yeah. So tanks, stop with the large pools when you have a summoner in your group and then you get pissed because things aren't dying as fast as they used to. Our AoE, our main AoE, and our secondary AoE got nerfed to oblivion. To oblivion. And then you get irritated that things don't die fast? Yeah, not on us. Not on us. Anyways, so that is what I've dealt with so far to 65. So we are going to do the level 65 quests. So an existential crisis. Let's see what we gotta do. The time has come, Zilvzen. Prin is ready to administer the final trial. Oh boy. Yes, your third challenge is at hand, mistress. I shall be glad to at least share the wisdom that has long lain dormant within my pages. Thus far, we've had evaluations of raw power and refinement of skill. What then will this third challenge seek to test? I don't know, but it's probably going to make me cry. All these challenges have been so hard. That I cannot tell you. Cannot or will not. I do not keep this detail from you for the sake of my own amusement. It must be secret. Were you aware of the test's purpose? Such knowledge would unfairly affect its outcome. What I will tell you, however, is that this trial requires conditions that are akin to an actual battlefield. As such, I must ask that you call fellow summoners to your side and arrange a location where you might join hands against a most realistic primal threat. Well, this ought to be welcome news for Captain Wolf. I shall see if his acolytes are available. And then she calls him on the link shell. Greetings, this is Mehitra. I'm going to learn of the sons of Saint Koinak. I have a favor to ask. Mitra. I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, Captain Wolf was more eager to accept our request. He then offered to arrange exclusive use of a section of Seal Rock. I don't even know where that is. It seems there will be an airship waiting in Ul'dah to fly to the island. Oh, okay. Shall we rendezvous at the landing once you are prepared then? Yes, yes we shall. This will be the final and most grueling challenge. Pray ready yourself, mistress, that you are not reduced to such gruel. To so much gruel. Yeah, I don't want to cry again. Like last time. Alright, so now we gotta go. I love my new outfit too. Fucking love it. We're gonna speed. Sprint, sprint, sprint. I haven't had a chance to glamour my my book back to the Kenna. I do miss my red glowing book. Alright. Airship landing. I'm just wondering if all this AoE nerf is gonna be worth Bahamut at 70. I mean, is Bahamut really worth 70 at 70? Is it? We'll see. Okay, that's not. That's what? Oh, let's back that up there. Back it up. Oh, in the airship landing in Ulda. Whoops. Alright, we'll just teleport. My bad. I don't even know what that is. I guess it's PvP. I have never PvP'd in this game, so I know nothing of PvP. Here we go. Alrighty. I don't know about you, Zilzyn, but my nerves are beginning to get the best of me. Captain Wolf and the others have already landed on Seal Rock, so let us not delay the challenge any further. More link shell. Who could that be? Oh, Summoner Jajasamu. How might I? Pardon? By whom? We? Lieutenant? Can you hear me? What? Can you hear me now? Blast! The call was cut off. Zilzyn, our immortal colleagues are under attack. It's kind of funny because I'm also like a flame. Ulda was the Immortal Flames is who I chose for my free grand company. Free company. Your situation sounds dire indeed. All the summoners are crippled by injuries, and Captain Wolf alone fights to keep the foe at bay. Our planned battle has become rather more real than we anticipated. We best expect matters to the pilot and arrange a rescue. Best explain matters to the pilot and arrange a rescue party. Okay. Oh, it's a duty. 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 I'm nervous. Okay, let's see. I have food. My guildie Jesse gave me food last night because he was all, you need your food buffs to help level up. And I'm like, I has no food. Sad face. So he got me some. I know I have. Let's see. I really need to like reorganize my bags in the worst way possible. But I'm trying to get both my retainers are full, and I'm trying to empty out their stuff first. So I'm selling stuff super cheap on the market board, which is probably pissing off a lot of people. But I just want to get rid of it, and I'm too lazy to vendor it. So I figure, you know, low B people could use it, and for super cheap. Ambushed, you say? Understood. I'll put in a call for reinforcements, but my ship is ready to depart now if you are. Shall we go in ahead? Yep. It's a duty, it's a duty, it's a duty. It's a duty, it's a duty, it's a duty. Can't do it above, well, you can do it above 67, but you'll be synced down. Okay. What are those things? What things? Those things? I think I'll live. How come she's the question mark? Can't you just be like level 100? Oh dear. I'm me without my chocobo. Okay. Get a little closer. And then don't forget to use your Drain 3 whenever you're taking damage. Kill the little thing first. Pot! Which does nothing. Come on, attack it. Erg. Why can't we learn that thing? I'll take that. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna do my... Well, I guess I could. Now, you see how my orbs are filled up with little Bahamut thingies? Once this gets to 3, I'm gonna be locked out of my Aether abilities until I use Dreadworm Stance. Let's go catch up. I want a Sephirot EG. That could replace Titan. Be massive fucking battle tank. You hear that, Square? Give me a Sephirot EG. Replace Titan. Fuck, it could be like the Bahamut to Garuda for fuck's sake. I'll take that. Have Titan out some of that thing. Fuck yeah. I have no idea what's going on. Oh. I guess we're supposed to go over here? Right? I'm on my own now. Scary. I'm gonna save my cooldowns for the big boss. I'm coming! Okay. Okay, so what's with the flares? We get to the center of the blast. Alright. So, be at the... Oh, I lost my... See, this is why I give myself that room. Alright, so we got this summoner dude. He was all like, fuck your shit. And my max pots do nothing. Okay. Another flare. So get into the center. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna pop our cooldown. Another flare. Pop! Rain. I'm just gonna spam drain. I don't know if that does anything. The drain, it does nothing! I want to learn that flare. Alright, this guy's almost deado. Die! Yeah! And I didn't cry this time! Alright. Let's see. Anomalous potential confirmed. Commencing scan. I can't read. Ooh, that's pretty. Alright, latent ethereal capacity immeasurable, standard parameters exceeded, reinitializing system. I think so pretty. Hello, handsome. What, he wants to go another round? Master Sorry, have you come to be here? Oh, how have you come to be here? Master, surely you do not mean that sorry. Yeah, seriously. That guy's handsome. Ah, Principia, they have woken you. This should suffice. Since Andrew used to have that hair. What did you do to Prin? The construct is unharmed. I simply added another layer of security. Do not disappoint me, Summoner. I will be waiting. Ooh, this is getting interesting. Hello, handsome. If I wasn't already married, I'd take you. How odd. The way he vanished was almost as if, like, I don't know, he's awesome. Thal's teeth, what was that all about? Bah, we will discuss this back in Ul'dah after we've seen to the wounded. Yeah, so I want those Sephirot edgies. You know, if they're gonna, because I know in order to summon Bahamut, you have to have Garuda out, and she turns into Bahamut. So they should do that with Titan, because that'd be like a pumped up tank right there. And that would be badass. I want that Sephirot edgy. I do. And then what could they do for Ifrit to pump him, to make him awesome-o? Let's see. You arrived in the nick of time, Zilvzyn. Thanks to you, my soldiers survived that ambush, and they'll be fit for duty again after a bit of rest. Ah, you have our gratitude. If you hadn't plunged into the fray like that, we almost certainly would have perished. Ye said that bastard was Master Sorry, didn't ye? A summoner of ancient Alag? Did them mages have some way of coming back to life? Alright, Lieutenant, let's not jump to conclusions. Well, he was wielding summoning magics unlike aught we've ever seen before. Maybe Prin had some idea. I'll be sure to ask. Come, Zilvzyn, let us return to Gridania. And this is getting interesting. I want that Sephiroth EG though. I do. I could just imagine Titan becoming that and just being like this badass tank pet. That would make me super happy. Alright. Let us run. So, I guess instead of having Aether Pact out, I guess I should probably have Devotion. Because I can't order it. Or maybe, oh, maybe it only works if I'm in a party. I theoretically wasn't in a party for that, so. I know my guildie Jessia has used it, so I'll have to ask him. Well, what was meant to be Zilvzyn's final trial was certainly testing, to say the least. Tell me, Prin, what makes you so sure that that was Master Sorry? Based upon the evidence at hand, there could be no doubt. The vocal and ethereal signatures were identical to those exhibited by my creator. The only aspect that gives me pause is his behavior. Master Sorry was never one to offer harm to others with such callous indifference. Ah, I would say there is a larger inconsistency to consider here, Prin. Your creator supposedly died several thousand years ago. There is one other possibility. The greatest minds of Alog unlocked a science known as cloning, by which they could artificially create a replicant of a living being. Seal Rock is, after all, a construction of the Allagan Empire. Assuming the individual you battled was indeed a clone of Master Sari, then my senses would recognize no appreciable difference. An exact copy of the original person? 'Twould explain much, but the very thought of it is horrifying. Oh, and did he not tamper with your enchantments? Are you truly unharmed? My faculties are undimmed, but the wisdom I was to impart to the mistress has been sealed behind an arcane lock. I can do nothing. Only my creator holds the key. Then your secrets are lost to us. If only Zilvzen had been able to attempt that third challenge. Attempt? Mistress has already passed it. Allow me to explain. The third challenge is a test of the summoner's nature. Thus does the trial require the presence of companions and a realistic threat. Master Sari's ambush did, of course, bring an unexpected dimension to the proceedings. Yet Mistress leapt to the aid of her fellow summoners without hesitation, and braved considerable danger to see that they were safely rescued. Selfless acts that more than qualify Mistress as a worthy successor. I had wondered why power and skill were not sufficient. Sari wished to see his teachings passed on to summoners of noble heart. Correct. He could not countenance the idea that such knowledge might be put to evil ends. Now you understand why his display of violence so confused me. But I don't really see that as a display of violence. Maybe, he was just testing us. Aye, and all the more reason to suspect an imposter. But whatever this man's identity may be, we will track him down and make him remove that seal. Your purpose is too important. And I will assist you in any way I can. The Master Sari that maybe would not stand to see his memory profaned by such wickedness. I didn't really think he was being wicked, though. Maybe I'm missing something. Well said, Prin. For an enchanted stack of ink and parchment, you have impressively developed moral compass. That's nice. I possess neither morals nor compass. I merely follow my own inspelled directions to guide worthy summoners. If I give the impression of such characteristics, then mayhap I'm overstepping my bounds as a familiar. No, you're fine, Prin. Forget I mentioned it. I will see if I can unearth more detailed records of Master Sari. Mayhap the story of his later life will aid us in unraveling this present mystery. And that's that. And when's the next one? 68. Damn. Alrighty. So that is the level 65 summoner quest. So keep your AoEs up as much as possible. Bane, since it doesn't really go past, I think, 4 mobs, using Bane helps. Make sure you have your edgy attacking, whatever it is that you are attacking. It helps get everything down quicker. That's my biggest thing. Just make sure your edgy's attacking what you're attacking. Sometimes I don't even think of it, and you might be in the same boat or not. Who knows? But yeah, as so far the rotation is it's okay. I still feel like I'm spamming rune like way too much. I feel like that is too much of a staple. I think I want all my dots back. I miss all of my dots. And the fact that you get locked out of your Aether Flow abilities with the until you are forced to summon Bahamut or use Dreadworm stance, I think is absolute bullshit. Like, I really think that is bullshit. Because that, like, even if I were to use this, as I found out the hard way, because I didn't realize I was, because I just saw these grayed out, and I thought I was out. I didn't pay attention to this, and I thought, you know, oh, my abilities are grayed out. They're dimmed. And I hit this, and they didn't come up, and I was like, what the hell? And then I saw that I had the 3 Bahamut up, and I was like, son of a bitch. Because I wasn't ready to use my Dreadworm's Fence at that time. I was trying to save it, but I just wanted to use my abilities to burn something down really fast. And I was just like, oh my god. So yeah. That was... And then I had to wait for this to come off cooldown. And I was just kind of pissed. So... But that's Summoner at 65, so we'll see how it is between 65 and 68 when we do our next job quest. And then before we start the job quest, I will again go over anything that we've learned between now and 68. So so that's it for the level 65 job summoner quest. So I will see you at 68. Bye.